Business news is upon us, and so is Tyler Orton. Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Steve.
All right, let's check out this interest rate. What's going on?
Well, we can expect an announcement in about 20 minutes from the Bank of Canada whether we're going to get a rate cut or a rate hike. And depending on who you're talking to, we have a different answer. But most economists would be quite surprised if we do see any change here with what's going on with the key rate. Now, this key benchmark rate, it influences everything from mortgages to the value of the currency. The Bank of Canada cut it twice last year in order to encourage borrowing as well as to encourage exports through a lower Canadian dollar. Now, down in the United States, they've had strong enough economic data showing that a rate hike is in order for them. That's had the effect of boosting the U.S. dollar as well as lowering the value of the Canadian dollar. Canada, it's a different story. We've had more sluggish data coming out of Statistics Canada in recent weeks. So this is really making people think that we're not going to be seeing a rate hike later on this year. In fact, a rate cut is still a possibility, but people would be surprised if, other than some stern language from the Bank of Canada's Governor Stephen Poloz, if we get a rate hike, or a rate cut, I should say, that would be quite surprising to most economists.
Okay, let's talk about Microsoft. They've made a decision to lay off some employees.
Yeah, this all relates to their phones division. Now, they say that they will cut up to 1,850 jobs and write down nearly $1 billion related to its smartphone division. Microsoft says it's still going to support its Lumia phone, but what's unclear right now is whether there's going to be the development of new smartphones from Microsoft going forward in the future. Recall, just 2 years ago, they bought Nokia for $7.26 billion US. Now, earlier this month, they ended up selling off their entry-level handset division for just $350 million US. It seems as if they really are getting out of the phone business at this point. The key here in that 2-year period is that we did have a changing of the guard when it comes to CEO. The new CEO, it appears as if he does not see much of a future trying to compete with the big guys like, say, Samsung as well as the iPhone that just have the market cornered wholeheartedly on these particular devices.
And when you say cell phones, very rarely do you ever bring up Microsoft. I think that's the problem, right? They're more, if you say tablets or laptops, you say, yeah, Microsoft.
And they've had a lot of success relaunching the whole tablet market as well, and I think that's where they want to focus more of their hardware on, is that sort of element there as opposed to just phones, because that is so tough. They figured they would have some luck by buying that Nokia brand and having at least that brand recognition, but it just did not pan out for them.
Yeah, well, you can't have it all, right?
No.
Where would you put it, right, Tyler?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, good to talk to you.
Thank you. You too, Steve.
If you want more details, go to BIV.com.